All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us again for episode 2. This is going to be the Burnt Out Crew. I already messed that up. Yeah, I'm sure. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of the Burnt Out Crew. The first episode went pretty good. I think we all felt pretty good about it. It was a lot more fun than we expected. We had a lot of love, a lot of criticism, but it's all in good, all in good. But thank you for joining us for episode 2. We'll talk about a little more of the love that we received. Victor here has some numbers that he'd like to share.
So some of that criticism was from me because I didn't speak a lot. We got to thank y'all for reading our podcast for the first episode. It's pretty decent what we did for Mark to kind of explain about what he went through during that time. We got over 2,500 views on that video, and we want to thank the 150 subscribers that subscribe to the channel for that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go as good as it did. But, hey, we're here today. We're going to talk about MDA. We have we're doing Fill the Boot coming up next week. So we just want to shed some light on that, try to get people to donate, and kind of tell you why we are doing it. So MDA is muscular dystrophy, and fire departments all across the world do it. It helps benefits people with muscular dystrophy. It helps them go to camp. It helps with research on for medical stuff that's going on. A lot of people think that these firemen are out here filling the boot and it's our money, we're taking it home. So definitely not that. Yeah. It's actually going to a bigger cause. Yeah, I just want to shed the light on it and get everyone to donate. We need the money. Come on.
Yeah, so speaking about MDA, we had some little funny stories here and there from it. I don't know how many times we're standing out there in the heat, sweating in our uniform, holding this boot, trying to get $1 from everyone for this association that's going on. And people are driving by and they're like showing their sticker, like already, like got it, and thank you for that, of course. But, just remember that this money is not for us, it's for this association. But speaking about that, we're out there for maybe like 2 hours at a time, 3 hours at a time. And some people are out there for, 6 hours? Around 6 hours. So I mean, it's not easy, but the money definitely helps. So we just want to stress the thank you and all the supports that the single dollar, it goes a long way. So thank you for that. But speaking of that, I'll share a little funny story that happened to me and one of my partners one time. So on shift, we'll actually go for a 2-hour block and hold the boot, get some money for this association. And so we're out there, we're doing Fill the Boot, we're getting our dollar bills for the association. And when the time block cuts off and is ready for us to go back to the fire station and start answering medical and fire calls, me and my partner are walking towards our ambulance, and we're kind of beat, we're all sweaty, and I'm just like, I need a bottle of water, I need something. I'm walking back to the ambulance, and this was right by HEB. I'm walking back to the ambulance, and I see this woman with pink hair. So already, like, she's already looks fun, But she's like walking there with pink hair, and she's talking to my partner, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're like, you see friends, you catch up. It's not an uncommon thing to see someone So they're talking, and the excitement's up in the air. So I'm like, damn, they probably haven't seen each other in a while. I don't know what's going on. So I'm getting ready to get back to the station, and then all of a sudden my partner tells me, he was like, hey, like, did you grab my uniform shirt? And I'm like, your uniform shirt? Because when we're doing Fill the Boot, we have T-shirts and then our uniform shirts, and we take off our uniform shirts and leave them in the ambulance. And I'm like, one, why would I have your uniform shirt? And two, like, where did you put it? Like, why are you asking me? And I was like, no, I don't have it. So I'm driving on the fire engine, and we're heading back to the station, and he's calling us, asking us where this where his uniform is at. And all of a sudden, this car next to me is honking all crazy, and I'm just like, is this like an emergency or like what's going on? So like, I look out the window to my left, and I look down, and I see that same girl with pink hair wearing my partner's uniform shirt, and I'm just like, what in the world? So then, like, I have our captain call back this guy, and I was just like, hey. We found a uniform shirt. We're like, you didn't give it away. And he's like, where is it? And we're like, this random girl that was talking to us all crazy, like she knew us, like we had such a crazy history. She was wearing this guy's uniform shirt in her personal car, driving down the road. Yeah, so then like we're driving by the station, and like he's kind of like freaking out about it, which I mean rightfully so, and he's like, dude, like my uniform shirt was there. This girl came up to us, was talking to us, and I was like, did you not know her? He was like, no, like she was just talking to me all crazy, like they're all friends. And he was just like, and then I went to go get a water bottle. When I came back, he was like, my uniform shirt was gone, and I was like, dude, well, we ended up finding it, but I think you had a different perspective on that too.
Yeah, so I was working overtime, and I was working overtime, and one of the chiefs comes in, and he's like, the craziest thing happened today. And we're all sitting at the table, and we're like, what happened? And he's like, so y'all know the girl that took the uniform shirt? She was at an apartment where they had an EMS call, and I guess she thought she was saying she was a firefighter and thought to respond because she had a uniform shirt on. Yeah. The guy said they get there, she's like, uniform shirt, ready to go, like. It was the craziest thing ever. God. And then, didn't she go to Station 4?
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, don't do that. Don't take uniform shirts. Don't put them on. Don't respond unless, you swore in and everything. But, yeah, and it didn't end there. That same girl with that uniform shirt goes to Station 4. She knocks on the door, and she's like, has like a peace offering, or she has a pizza box. And she's like, hey guys, like I know y'all work so hard, like here's this pizza box. And the crew is just like, oh, like, that's fantastic. Like we love receiving like food, So, I mean, to get to a firefighter's heart, food is definitely the way. So she was going in the right direction. So they're like, all right, like pizza. Then at that time, the tones dropped. So Station 4, they just finished cooking tacos, put them on the table. They didn't even get to eat yet. This girl comes to the door offering pizza. So they get tones. They're like, okay, hey, like we gotta go answer this call. She's like, yeah, like I know how it goes. Go ahead. So then they go respond to this call. They do what they need to do. They get back to the station, and something just feels off. They're just like, someone's been in your room, and you're just like looking around. Well, then like one of the crew members goes to the table, and he's looking at the tacos, and he was like, I was like, oh, man, I guess one of y'all were too hungry to wait to eat with all of us, because as firefighters, we all eat together at the table when it's time to eat. And they're just like, what do you mean? Well, then this guy picks up this taco that has a big old bite in it, like a big old like chomp in it. And they're just like, and he's like, yeah, I couldn't wait. And there's only 3 guys at the station, and each of them are like, I didn't take a bite. So then they're just like, was it that girl? Well, then they were just like, that was weird. So then on top of that, they go and look at the pizza that she brought them. They open the box, and it's empty. And it's just empty. And then I haven't heard anything else on this girl or like what happened. But I mean, it was just a crazy thing that we encountered doing, fill the boot. And it was just like, it was crazy for sure. Again, don't do that. But, we just get those experiences. We're literally there in the street with the boot, and you encounter hundreds, thousands of people, and there just happened to be one that stick out. And I guess y'all can see why. But, I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, so we're going to do it next week, like I said. We're going to be at Wadley, Midland Drive, and Andrews Highway. From 9 to 6 on Monday the 24th, Wednesday the 26th, and Friday the 28th. Let's try to make this the biggest year we've had. I know last year we only had 2 intersections, and we raised $89,000.
Yeah.
So let's get it. Let's make it big. I also want to say we're gonna post on our socials. We do have some merch going out, but if you fill the boot, put some money in the boot, and you get the little MDA sticker, let's tag the Burnt Out Crew, and we'll put you in a raffle so you can get a hat or some merch that's going on. But other than that, we just wanted to say thank you. We appreciate y'all. We have more stuff coming. We got a whole new setup thanks to Mark's brother Israel. We'll see you on the next one.